This presentation is a shrine of memory for Joseph Green by Conor Hannon and Ann Gracious-Ross. Joseph Thomas Green was born on October 3rd, 1929 in Henrico, Virginia. Green was the youngest of 12 children. His parents, Fernie and Ada Green, had 8 sons and 4 daughters. Green attended Armstrong High School. Five of his brothers served in World War II, and Green enlisted for the United States Army during the Korean War. In April of 1948, he became a corporal. On November 26, 1950, he was seriously wounded near enemy forces in North Korea, and he died the next day at the age of 21 on November 27th, 1950. And to your left is a photo of Green. So on this slide, you can see a picture of the 1930 United States federal census, and on the left is a list of Green's family on the actual census, and to the right you can see the information more clearly. You can see his entire family and their ages, and Joseph had just been born, and he is the youngest son and the youngest child. This is a census from 10 years later, the 1940 United States federal census, and if you look closely, you can see Joseph's name on the 5th line, and he's 10 years old now, and he's attending elementary school, and it shows where he's living. He lives in Richmond, and just more information that we found about his life. So Green grew up on 310 West Marshall Street, Richmond, which is very close to VCU. I just thought it was interesting to show where he lives. This is a map. You can actually see like Monroe Park near it, and that's the house. That's where his house would have been, where he grew up. That's what it looks like now. So Green grew up on 310 West Marshall Street, Richmond, which is very close to VCU. I just thought it was interesting to show where he lives. This is a map. You can actually see like Monroe Park near it, and that's the house. That's where his house would have been, where he grew up. That's what it looks like now. So on this slide, you can find information about Green's military service. He ranked as the corporal. He was part of the 503rd Artillery Battalion. He fought in the 2nd Infantry Division, and he operated a 155 millimeter artillery cannon. He was obviously part of the U.S. Army, and that's his service number, and he fought during the Korean War. So Green was a part of the Battle of Kunuri, which was a minor battle, which was a part of a larger battle called the Chachang Battle, and it's named after a major river in North Korea. And the Battle of Chachang was a decisive battle during the Korean War, and it took place from November 25th to December 22nd, 1950. And it was actually a response to Chinese first phase campaign against the United Nations forces, and General Douglas MacArthur launched the Home by Christmas offensive to expel Chinese forces from Korea and end the war. So it was actually a very important battle in the larger Korean War, and this picture is of Kunuri. And you can see the tactical positions of the U.S. Army against the opposition forces.
His cause of death was from wounds the day after his artillery battalion was ambushed in the town of Kujang, November 26, 1950. It is known as the Battle of Kunuri.
So on this slide, you can find the U.S. National Cemetery internment control forms. So there's just some basic information about Green's life. For example, when he was born, when he died, and this is actually being sent to Fernie A. Green, who's his father. And yes, it also says where his religion, and just information that they use to help identify and know, what happened to him after his death.
We found this picture of his gravesite on findagrave.com. It is located within Henrico County in the Henrico Cemetery.
So on this slide you can see this is actually where his family lives now. They still live close to Richmond, and that's the picture of the house where they live.
For his legacy, this includes his awards, the Purple Heart, Korean Service Medal, United Nations Service Medal, the National Defense Service Medal, the Korean Presidential Unit Citation, and the Republic of Korea War Service Medal.
Thank you for listening to our presentation. For more information, please visit the Virginia War Memorial to learn about the lives of Virginians who have served our country. Thank you.